One of the most frequent conversations that we have with our customers around the globe is that in order to be successful and return quantifiable value that shows up on the balance sheet, AI needs to take a fundamentally different approach, not just in the technical approach, but also in the mindset. McKinsey confirms this observation in their article, Seizing the Agentic AI Advantage. To quote, "While many organizations have adopted AI, the value remains elusive, signaling the need for a fundamentally different architectural approach. We've connected system A to system B. We've synthesized data from all these places into unified experiences to ensure that the desired tasks and outcomes were executed with precision every single time." That approach comes from the integration mindset. It's a crucial approach that thrives on structure, repeatability, that defines the bedrock of the modern enterprise. Agentic systems, on the other hand, represent the next step in this evolution. They're not rigid assembly lines. They're built to accommodate change. They're autonomous digital workers that we provide a goal and the tools necessary to get the job done. And when data formats change, agents can adapt. I want to make clear that we're not proposing a concept that asks enterprises to rip up all the tracks they laid down and give everyone their own all-wheel drive Jeep. These new paradigms don't necessarily make older ideas obsolete. They don't mean that everything you've done in the past was the wrong thing to do. This new approach complements them. The introduction of cars didn't make trains obsolete. They filled the gap that trains couldn't fill on their own. Trying to apply the integration mindset directly to problems that are better solved by agents is like buying this really awesome, high-performance, totally flexible Jeep, but then putting it on a circular track that has steel rails around it and allowing it only to go round and round. Those rails, those represent our integration skills. They allow us to navigate towards decisions and actions. These skills are critical, but they're only one part of what it takes to deliver value to your stakeholders, whether they're executives, customers, employees, or partners. To operate in this new dynamic environment, we need a new plan and a new tool set and approach to meet a wider range of needs. The first and perhaps most important pivot to take advantage of as you explore this new world of agentic technology is to expand our definition of automation and shift from a lens that is focused on singular tasks and instead to encompass the broader idea of a role. In the traditional integration context, you might build a solution to perform a single specific task, like, let's create an integration that focuses on how to process an email that contains an order number. In the agentic world, however, we would want to design an agent to fill a higher level role in the business. An example might be, let's design a customer support agent that has the skills, access, and authority to resolve a number of different customer problems, whatever they might be. As you're architecting for a role, you need to give the agent a goal and a toolbox of capabilities, whether they're APIs or data access or knowledge bases, that are used to allow the agent to really understand what it's doing and then take the appropriate action. This is how a single agent, like a single human employee, can solve more than one problem. Our customer support agent can check an order, but it can also process a return, update an address, and answer a product question, all within the same role. As you approach a new business problem, I want to cover 5 key questions that will help you expand on the integration mindset and help guide you to a more resilient role-based agentic design approach. The first question is, are we designing for a role or a task? This is a foundational test. If your design document describes a rigid process like A to B to C, you're likely designing for a task. Instead, we want to bring the conversation up. We want to ask what human role would normally handle this, and then identify a set of tasks inside that role that we want the agent to be able to handle. Next, we want to ask, does the design require rigid dependencies? When we're an integration developer, we're trained to value clean, structured data, the type of data that looks the same every time. When we're using agents that are powered by LLMs, we're fundamentally designing these agents to handle the messiness of the real world. Particularly what we're talking about is unstructured data, the type that you see in most organizations at scale with unpredictable customer messages and unpredictable ways in which data will actually flow into or out of your systems. Next, we'll want to ask how data will flow between systems. In the traditional integration approach, we design static, reliable data flows. We map from field A in system 1 to field B in system 2. If either API changes, this integration breaks. In an agentic system, however, data flow is dynamic. An agent decides what data it needs and how to get it. If one API fails, a well-designed agent can figure this failure out and look for an alternative path. Next, we'll want to ask, where does the process start and end? In a traditional integration, they're designed to be linear and finite. They have a clear start and a clear end. In the agentic world, however, these are often event-driven and continuous. An agent just doesn't run. It's activated by a goal or event. It remains active in this new context and works until the goal is achieved. The end isn't when the workflow diagram completes. It's when the problem is actually solved. Lastly, we'll want to ask, what is a single source of truth? A core goal of integration has always been to create a single source of truth, often by building large data warehouses and complex integrations in order to make everything consistent. In agent world, however, agents are just like employees. They understand that truth is often synthesized from a variety of sources. Just like a payment specialist will know that they have to look at an ERP and a bank statement and a CRM to get the full picture and status of a payment, you can architect your agent the same way. In closing, I wanted to share that if you're coming from a deep integration automation background, your experience building reliable integrations is priceless. You understand that systems and data and security have to be at the right level in order to derive value. And again, we're not saying we want to throw that away. Instead, what we're saying is we want to harvest that and use all that technology and skill that you have and apply it in a new way. We're evolving from building rigid, predictable assembly lines to designing flexible, autonomous digital colleagues. Use the 5 questions we gave you to guide yourself on your journey towards the agentic mindset. You can move from writing logic and code to automate tasks, instead to designing systems that can perform a real role that exists in your enterprise. Now it's time to unleash your creativity as you imagine, architect, and deploy these role-based agents to unleash a whole new set of power inside of your enterprise.